Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Sandra Mom, and as you can see, Ben is not with me today. Although I did just drop him off. It's Friday. I see him every Friday. I take him to the clinic. We had lots of plans and appointments for today, and I'm just going to share my thoughts and what I have been going through in the last just few hours. And this is part of addiction. This is what it's like to be a loved one, to love someone who has a substance use disorder. I work my recovery and my steps as the loved one, and I thank goodness for that, because I would have dealt with today's situation a lot different than I did today. I picked him up early this morning and we went to the clinic, and he was good. He was actually chatty, and he seemed like he was clear. All was good. And then he was meeting with one of his counselors, so I took him to the counselor, and we had a couple of other things to do today. But between waiting for him when he was having his appointment with the counselor, and by the time he got back to me, he was so lethargic, slurring. The only thing I could think of is he definitely used something in that hour that I wasn't with him. And I thought, well, you know what? Forget everything else. And it was things that needed to be done for his life. I've learned to let go of control a long time ago. The old Sandra would have forced the appointments on him, would have tried to get him to do things. I would have wasted so much energy to get him to do his due diligence. But instead today, what I chose to do is say, oh, well, this is yours. We'll cancel every other appointment. I am going to continue to take care of myself. I have plans for the weekend with some friends. I'm looking forward to it. I would have been able to go a bit earlier had I know we were canceling all those other appointments. And that's the only thing that I changed. But, he was in a good place. But I've let that go. Ben, the interesting thing is Ben knows I have my boundaries, and especially Fridays when I see him, you better be awake, because I'm not going to be sitting there at the clinic waiting for you to do what you need to do while you're dozing off. So, kudos to him. He was alert, and we had some really good conversations. We even wrote notes. We were going to do a video today together, talking about our struggles, my struggles versus his struggles. So I'll just keep those notes aside for another time when he's in a better place. I just find it really fascinating that he was able to stay clear, because that's what I want on Fridays, is to be able to have a conversation. What I struggle with is, when did he use? I know, this didn't just happen. I know he's had his sleep. So, I don't even ask, what have you used? Did you use something? I just go by the behavior, like I've said before. I go by the behavior, and his behavior changed drastically in that hour that I wasn't with him. So I'm really happy with the way I dealt with it, in that I know I don't have any control over what he chooses to do. I only have control over what I choose to do, how I choose to react to things. So, really this is addressed to the loved ones. If you have somebody in your life that has a substance use disorder, I feel you, I get you, I know the struggles. All I can say is I would highly, highly suggest you get some support for yourself and really look at what you are doing, because you cannot change what your loved one does, but you can change how you deal with it. Like I said today, I was astonished in that hour that I wasn't with him, the turn of events, and I go by the behavior. To me, the behavior was he had used something. He couldn't even speak. Had I not worked on myself and my boundaries and realized that I can't control what Ben does, again, I would have handled it totally different today. We probably would be in an argument situation. I would be trying to say, why are you doing this? And come on, and all that stuff. And it's just a lot of energy that I don't need to exert. So instead, like I said, I chose to cancel everything else that we were going to do today. And I'm heading home. I literally just dropped him off and thought, you know what, I'm just going to go to the park and do my video. And these are my thoughts from just dropping Ben off. So now I am going to head home, get my stuff together, and get away for the weekend. I am taking care of myself. I am going to replenish myself full of energy so that when Ben does choose to make change, I will be there ready to help him. Until then, self-care. That's what I'm all about. That's my day. I hope you all have a great day, a great week. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and thank you for all your comments. We really do appreciate it. Take care, and remember, where there is breath, there is hope. Peace. Take care, everyone.